This is Robert Teal Rist, and what we'll be doing today is presenting the SMB exploit alert. This is a manual alert, and it's to show you how a SOC analyst would actually handle an alert. So what we have here is the home screen. We are going to be focusing in the alerts and incidents section. I'm taking you to the incident section because this is where everything is going to be worked. Currently, right now, you can see that nothing is going on. Everything is blank. We don't have any alerts in here. And the reason why is because if I kick off an alert and CMO grabs it, he will automatically create an incident here. And I'm here to show you that in this case, it will be a manual one. So what's going to happen is we're going to get an alert kicked off. You can see the alert there, and you can see that in the incident section, nothing has actually happened because CMO did not know to grab this specific alert. So as a SOC analyst, I get notification of an alert coming in, and I come into the alert section, and the first thing I identify is I have 3 different alerts that have come in at the same time. That's going to catch my attention. And then the fact that we have SMB port scanning, checkpoint malware, and shadow brokers is also going to probably light a fire. So I'm immediately going to identify that we have an issue here, and I do want to create incidents out of these. However, the other thing that I can do is I can check against the actual incident itself, check the alert and see detailed information on it. So I don't have to go to the SIM system to find out what the actual alert is about, the details, or even looking at the specific signature that's set up. We do provide that detail. However, in this case, we are going to go ahead and create an incident. I could attach it to a new one, to one that's already previously been created, but we are going to create one because this is new. Now, the system is going to come out and tell me what it thinks it should be. I have the ability to change it. And in the case that this does have shadow brokers in it, I'm going to change this to a high priority. And we're going to also add a tag. Tags are added for observables. The system can add certain tags, and you can also add manual ones. In this case, we know it's coming from a checkpoint system. I want to identify that it's the actual checkpoint IPS system and not the firewall next time this alert comes out. So we add that to it. Now, basically what's going to happen, incident's been created. We'll come over into the actual incident section here. And the incident will come up, and what you see is we have an SMB port scanning. And immediately what's going to happen is the SOC analyst, we're going to say, okay, I've got to bring everybody together, so we're going to send out emails, and we're going to basically start everything in a centralized ChatOps. The centralized ChatOps is very important. It's unique to our platform. There are a couple other platforms that have ChatOps, but they are actually not integrated. They're a secondary system. Ours is integrated with everything, including our observables to the side, all the alerts, all the reports. Everything that we do within this platform, within this investigation, the chat ops, the observables is being hashed, encrypted, stored, and recorded, which means that we can use this information in civil or criminal litigation. The other thing that happens within here is you can actually talk to CMO. So in this case, CMO didn't do any automated responses because his playbook didn't tell him to. But that doesn't mean you can't use CMO. And in this case, they're going out and they're asking CMO to go to passive total and check out the attacking IP and provide data to them. So that information is being brought in. So a couple things with CMO. One, he can create incidents, which will be shown in another incident alert, an automated one that I will do next. He can basically be talked to. You can ask him questions and he will actually respond to you. So he's got those capabilities. And then, of course, the automation that we bring in, him being able to actually automatically respond to things, which, again, you will see when we bring up another alert. So we're working this off to the side. We have observables and information such as our timeline. It's very important that we create a timeline. Again, this is hashed, encrypted, and stored. We are talking about civil or criminal litigation if it occurs. We've got all the data the way it needs to be set. Observables, this is where we're coming in and we're basically saying, this is the information that we're enhancing. Again, attack comes in from an IP to an IP, we want to enhance it. What is that IP? It's coming from ChinaNet, known stain sponsored attacker. And the fact is we've checked it against blacklist and it's an abuse IP. So we know it is a bad attacking IP. So again, we're enhancing the information. We do use playbooks, whether it's an automated playbook or not. In this case, it's not an automated playbook, but it's still a playbook because our analysts have to follow specific steps when a certain alert comes on. Now, the alerts, this is where these are put in, basically telling you the specific alerts that came in. You can get the details around that. And then, of course, we have our general information. And in this case, basically, what we are going to do is we are going to close this out. But we also can look at it from a graphical representation in the observables. So we can see how the attack occurs, how the systems communicate. The more complex it is, the more information that we will put in that. So let's go ahead and close this out, and then we'll show you the actual report. So we're going to close it. Closed. Confirm. And this is the report that we produced. So immediately, or in the middle of the actual investigation, you can pull this report. The report in itself will have as much detail in it as far as the investigation has gone. In this case, it is a completed investigation. We've got when it occurred, when it was created, the severity of the alerts, where they came from, the people that were involved, the timeline, and the full ChatOps. And again, civil criminal litigation, this is a full evidence timeline. So that is it for the actual alerts and incident response. We will be doing a couple more of these videos specifically geared around other types of incidents, automated incidents, as well as some of our reports and our threat intelligence. Thank you for attending.